What's poppin' people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I know EX6 is upon us, but I do have some slightly older BT16 EVO Cup footage. I don't have both the deck lists, just got the Armour vaccines. We got that versus Imperialdramon for this one. Hope y'all enjoy the footage because we will be getting some EX6 stuff as soon as possible. I wasn't at the winner box today because I am in frugal mode. We're going to see a Veemon and an XV in the back as we're going to see... Okay, I thought that this was going to be Armour vaccine, but it's Veemon Armour. Saf, I think, on a whim, changed to Veemon Armour on the day. So I do not have his BT16 listable now. Looks like we're going to go straight into a very early Imperialdramon here. He's still going to pass turn, but he does get rid of the body. The problem with... I mean, it's not a partition body, so even if you go into the Veemon here... It doesn't get as much value as you'd like. It takes out the jamming though, which is pretty nice. But Josh on the BT12 Demi-V, where you just have to have a green source in order to get it, rather than the jamming Demi-V. So he's still going to be able to draw 2 off of this interaction. Problem is, he's playing around a Zudo showing up, which is pretty important. Draw a hatch, suspended and locked, of course, from the dragon mode. So... do we just go training? Yeah. The problem with the training, though, is it does mean that you do get cooked by Imperialdramon Ace if you're not careful. Strip 2 would... he's still fine. Like, even if the strip comes through, it's not like he had jamming anyway. So swinging for 12 and then suspending... okay, no, going at the body. That way he makes sure that the Zudo... well, the Zudo could have still come through, but because he was targeting the actual stack, going into a Zudo would just be printing memory. I don't hate that. Of course, he's still on that dragon mode, so he's still threatening to ace one of them, which is quite funny. Looks like we're going to go for the... going for the smaller one. I thought for sure he would go over the... Veemon, so he could get the draw power, and he would gain 1 back from... having the Veemon. So instead, we're just going to go for the Ace, and the Ace is going to bottom deck the Magna, probably? Yeah, I think you get rid of the Magna here. And then what does he end on? Do you just end on the BT13 one? Or, I mean, you can now training for 1. Because you've not got the Tamer, so you training, evolve into BT13 Magna, choke to 1. Because you're not afraid of it anymore. Okay, I actually don't hate that. Taking out the sources means that now this Imperialdramon won't get to do end of attack unsuspend, which is pretty big as far as getting value. With the Diecast in the back, the Veemon could potentially turn into 1 more, so we're just actually going to keep it in the back, and the Veemon is going to go searching for pieces. It's going to take a new dragon mode. And of course, at end of turn, it is going to get bounced. We could be looking at a Zudo here. We're going to swing draw 2? And then overflow 4, kind of unfortunate. Yeah, not as strong a turn as we would like there. He was playing around the Zudo pretty well beforehand, but now just enough sources have been chipped out. But whoa, 2 Shu Yulins going to the bottom is very, very unlucky. It's going to pass over 3, going into the Magnamon, and then of course end of opponent's turn is going to bounce back. This time there's going to be a Veemon in the front. Veemon played straight as well as we're going to. Wait, did he not take the Davis? Oh no, he did take the Davis, okay. We're going to go into a Stingmon, end of turn DNA. So we're going to gain back 1 off of the Sting. I think objectively correct here is the Imperialdramon every single time. So we're going to gain back 1 off of the Sting. Off the Sting and off the Diecast. We get to strip out and then probably strip out the armor just to make it so that if this Zudomon turns into a Magna X. Oh, why would you not take the armor out? Oh, taking the armor out is the correct thing to do here. I mean, I guess he can just swing over the Zudo. Because either way, he's swing on suspend, gain 1. Draw and suspend. I mean, he's just probably going for double clear here. Play into a brand new Veemon. And Veemon does pick up a Veemon. Do we go Please swing over the Zudo. Oh, he's going at stack. Oh, we had piercing, so we're actually just resolving the piercing correct. Suspend the Veemon and get the lockdown. I am not a fan of how this was played. So if he'd taken the Magna out, then this Magna would not get its protection and unsuspend. But he left the Magna source in, because it's not from the bottom, it's target stun. Or it's target strip. So you could have picked your sources. Either way, we are going to find a Dragon Mode Ace from the Wormmon. So we could still... we can't Dragon Mode Ace because it is protected. So yeah, this is this one feels kind of weird. Okay, so we're going to slam a Digimon, pass it over, of course, thanks to the Poly. We're going to gain back some memory, and again, going to apply that lockdown to the field. And this actually is a really good position to be in here for the Imperial, because Magna's going to lose its protection at start of turn. And, oh, Blinding Ray to get the protection first. Very clean there from Saf. So he's giving up the damage and unsuspend, but he's making sure that the Imperial in hand can't do anything. I still think it's kind of dangerous for him to swing, because if he goes into the Nidhogg, then we're in danger. So we're going to go for minus a whole lot, and we're going to double partition out. So 4 bodies on board now. Make that 5, make that 6, my fault. Kind of unfortunate that we didn't actually see as big a piece as we would like, but surely... Okay, we do have 1 Imperialdramon, so we can still do something. We're going to go as much memory as we can for the new Imperialdramon, then we're going to gain 1, and then we're going to strip out the source. Do you just go into Dragon mode, then try and Nidhogg the board? Gonna gain 2. We're gonna just try and go for it again. Okay, we're gonna go into the Imperialdramon, so a little bit more memory. We're starting to get printing. So gonna attempt to strip, but it's gonna apply like the lockdown. We're gonna go yamming 1 check, gonna get the block, of course. And now this will be the correct thing to do here is go before anything happens is Imperialdramon swing unsuspend. Draw. So gonna suspend the Veemon. And then we'll go into the Dragon mode, bounce back the fighter mode, bounce back the Dragon mode in order to Nidhogg. Gonna swing. He's gonna go for the 2 checks. I actually don't hate that. Alright, down it comes. Yeah, we are very cleanly gonna take game 1 with that.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support. The memberships, Twitch Prime, and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. Damn, they're both so nice like that, in all honesty. And what would be nice is if y'all join these guys on the growing list of members. I'm doing this full time, and it always goes a long way if everyone can support. The current list of names of people that do are at the mega level Justice Joss, who is an ultimate here on YouTube as well as mega on Twitch, tier 3 on Twitch. On the ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks, and 3 Strike Rule. Chilling as a champion, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solo Ouroboros, and Seb Bainbridge Coombs. And then our rookies, we do have Bradley, Rob, and Greatness Beam. And we are missing a rookie for Saf, as that's an unfortunate mental training in the back. We're just going to go Veemon, XV, and a Daiken to answer. And we are going to say thank you to Jambo TCG, John Esposito, Cast Knights, Water Raises, and new Rose Pierce. And this one, honestly, is looking kind of rough. No rookies in the off the top. He did have to take a mulligan and all that good stuff. So the fact that, ooh, no, only bottom deck say 6. So the magnet is just barely safe. He kind of just has to let it rock though, because you need the magnet to stay on board. And we're just going to go dragon mode, which is going to get the suspension, and then he's going to swing over it. Ooh. So he does get the Veemon, and then the piercing. Wait, how does this work? Okay, yeah. So he does get the piercing check. So we get to draw, we get to float, and then the piercing check goes through. And then the magnet out of security actually resets him down. So the fact that we drew a Veemon off of it does give us a little bit of life. Of course, the Megadeth is... it feels kind of bad. Gonna evolve for 1 cost. He can't get rid of the Imperialdramon, but he can make it so it doesn't double draw, which I don't hate. Yeah, gets rid of the double draw, and then, wow, he drew Magnet X off that. You know what? Sometimes you are just the regional champ, and you do just have to draw exactly ride line and diff someone. If he'd stayed in the back like a coward, you know, if he didn't believe that he wanted it more, then, you know, he'd be in danger. But right now, he's actually poised to be able to set up nicely. Free type, thanks to the Davis. And theoretically, yes, a dragon, like a fighter mode ace could come down, but you actually, oh no, equal or more sources. Yes, you are kind of cooked. Gonna take a second Magnet X just in case something bad happens to him. We're gonna blinding ray, burn top card as security to gain the protection. Now we're safe from the fighter mode, so we can go and swing and then probably choke to 1 with the Davis, is how I would do this. Never mind, he's gonna keep his body upright so that way he can still play for a break here. Wormmon is gonna pick up the Veemon, so it looks like we do have some sort of level 4. Either way, I'm gonna take the Davis and we're gonna send back the fighter mode. So we do have a Stingmon, evolve for 2, and then end of turn we're gonna go into the Imperialdramon, which is gonna gain us back 1, and then we're going to go for the double memory. Of course, would attempt to go for the double strip, but can't. And dragon mode costs too much here. So, gonna swing, kill off the pile, swing, unsuspend, thanks to the Magna. Is gonna hit, no way. No way. Okay, so there's no, oh, but it still battles and it doesn't have, oh my goodness, it didn't have jamming anymore. That's crazy. That's crazy. He wanted it so much more. So much more. That's insane. Still, Saf does actually have to find a way out here, because if he passes too much, then double Daiken theoretically prints 2 rookies, plays, evolves into 2 4s, brings it back with the 3rd Imperialdramon, but damn. Yeah, strip out and bounce. At least gets rid of the threat on board. So now the name of the game is pass him low. Swing on suspend, gains the protection. Magna's gonna get going as, oh wait, no, it can't get going because that was played this turn. Yeah, I think you swing here because you're just gonna evolve into a Magna for 5, pass him 3. It's gonna hit the Insect Fusion, which does play a Veemon, which actually is pretty rough. Because now it takes a Imperialdramon and it's revealed some more pieces, so presumably Josh actually has some stuff to go here. So now we're just going to pass over. He did use Awakening, so only has to pass over 1, which makes things a little bit harder for Josh here. Second Veemon presumably played out. No, it looks like we're going to decline the start of main. So are we missing 4s? I think we're missing 4s. Both of them are protected as well, and with 3 Magnas here, there's really, like, the amount of swing on suspends makes things very, very difficult. He can gain back 1 by tapping 1 Davis, but he's going to choose to gain back 2. I guess because it doesn't matter really how he does it. He's going to be passing over a lot anyway. Doesn't get to sticky web down as 3 Davis are going to come through. And we're just going to go for a Magna, strip, and bounce. And then, yeah, we are just going to scoop up before the hits come through. So game 3. as we get ready to go into game 3, I'm pretty sure, like, at the time of recording, it hasn't come out, I haven't been fully locked in yet, but by the time you guys are seeing this, if you're in the UK and you want to play some offline Digimon, make sure you have the 3rd weekend of July open. We are currently looking at the 20th of July to do our case tournament. Plenty of misplay for game-based prizes and plenty of product to be open. So yeah, the limit list will be pinned in the pinned comment if you haven't already. But yeah, game 3. We'll see whether, I mean, both of them having a Veemon and actually being able to open up actually feels a lot better. Veemon XV, and we're just going to play the Veemon and then going to go for the Stingmon here. Is going to be able to print back the memory, so we are going to go swing and suspend. Does not die, no partition, no, well, I mean, it has jamming, so I guess nothing to worry about there. And then putting a Daiken through does feel pretty bad. 2 Veemons in. I'm just setting up for the next turn. Training. So because he went for the Daiken rather than the... Yeah, well, because he went for the Daiken rather than the Dragon mode, it does get to go for... It's pretty decent tempo here. Awakening, then swing over with the Magna at 15. And then we're just going to put the Shu Yulin. So now any Veemon that comes to the field is going to theoretically threaten a lot of damage. Going to take the XV off the Veemon pickup. Going to evolve into the XV. And do we have another one? It does not look like we have the rookie, but we are going to gain back 1 going into the Imperialdramon. Going to put the sticky web down, but it is just going to be a 1-choke. But we're under a memory setter, so... Yeah. Nothing that can be... Oh, okay, no, we did get the memory back because he is going to use the Daiken. So, swing on suspend, and then we're going to go into the Dragon mode. Suspend the Shu Yulin. Admittedly, Shu is just going to end up Mind Link, so it doesn't matter if she gets suspended. But, I mean, you still might as well in order to get it locked down. What? Well, I mean, there's no start of mains, so presumably... Do you just play a rookie? You don't have... So the problem is we don't have the... We don't have a means of protection yet. Can't use a Davis to play anything. I mean, there is no Davis to play, to be fair. Just double checking to see what's in trash. I think he's considering going Veemon and then training. Even if he gets aced here, it's not terrible for him if he strips out the partition. The problem is there's 2 checks worth on board. So if the Dragon mode stays in through this, then if it turns into the ace, then it's swing on suspend. If it turns into the other one, then yeah, if it turns into the fighter mode, then it's potentially a lot of value. Either way, oh, I think he's trying to give himself more sources. We're going to swing with Alliance, and then we're going to go into Dragon mode ace. Yeah, so this should still smoke the Magna, which means the Shu Yulin is gone. But now we can go into Magna, and I think we're only +2. It's not using the DP counter, but yeah, I think we're +2. So, swing, end of attack, unsuspend. We do have here. No, we got just draw. So, he's letting it through. Wow, free Shu Yulin straight back. It's like nothing happened at all. End of attack, unsuspend, thanks to having the Dragon mode. The thing is, we're not in super huge amounts of danger here on Saf's side. Like, yeah, if he swings now and puts him on Better Have It, that's not a bad position to be in, because it's not like it defensively does much anyway. It is going to swing through it with jamming, and even if it didn't, it's bigger anyway. Then a Megadeth passes 4, and we are going to go training over the Veemon to go into the Magna. Magna is going to go... Oh, okay, so yeah, it was +0. Now we're +2. On the turn, we're +2 again. So it's +4, +1. We're 12k. So we're just shy of being able to swing over the... Ace. If he had Awakening, he'd be able to actually do it. Oh, yeah. So, it looks like he is going to take it. There's just too many bodies actually for him to swing through. So, yeah, that is going to be all she wrote. Again, check the pinned comments if you're in the UK and you want to play some offline Digimon. We're trying to put on a big old event. We desperately need everyone to show up. Come say hi. There's plenty of goodies and good stuff. And as always, if you like some good-ass Digimon and you've been enjoying it daily, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Drop a like whilst you're here and maybe even drop your favorite emoji. But whilst you're doing that, as always, have yourselves a damn good one.